Dogs are incredibly perceptive, and their memories are far more detailed than we might think. As pet owners, we often assume that our dogs live in the moment, but research shows they actually remember a lot of the interactions they have with us, especially the emotional ones. In this video, we'll explore 7 things your dog will never forget you did, moments that left a lasting impact on their trust, feelings, and bond with you. Understanding these moments helps you become a more compassionate and aware pet owner, deepening the connection with your dog. Number 1, that one time you walked away when they were scared. Imagine your dog feeling utterly terrified, perhaps during a thunderstorm, when a stranger knocks on the door, or even during an accident. Now imagine that in that moment of fear and vulnerability, you walked away without offering comfort. Your dog will likely remember this moment deeply, not because they understand it in the way we do, but because it represents a time when they needed reassurance and protection, but didn't receive it. Dogs are emotionally complex creatures, and their bonds with us are built on trust and safety. When you turn away or fail to console them in a time of distress, it can leave an emotional scar that stays with them long after the event. Your dog won't forget the time you left them feeling scared and unprotected, especially if it was a pivotal moment when they needed you the most. This memory might affect how they react in future stressful situations. They may become more cautious around you, or they may display fear when they sense a similar situation approaching. Do you think your dog still remembers a moment like this? Let us know in the comments. We're all learning from each other. Number 2, the first time you let them sleep in your bed or kicked them off it. For a dog, sleep is an incredibly vulnerable time. It's when they are at their most defenseless, as they trust their surroundings enough to rest and recharge. The first time you let your dog sleep on your bed, or the first time you kick them off, is an experience they'll remember. Letting your dog sleep in your bed is a big gesture of trust. It means you're inviting them into your most private, restful space, showing them that they're a beloved part of your family. But conversely, if you suddenly decide to kick them off the bed, it could feel like a deep emotional rejection. Dogs do not easily forget how they were treated in these vulnerable moments. Research shows that dogs associate certain actions with emotional security, and being allowed in your bed often signifies a level of comfort and intimacy. If your dog was once allowed to sleep by your side but was then removed without explanation, this shift in routine can lead to confusion or feelings of abandonment. To maintain a healthy bond, consider how your dog feels during these moments. If you're open to it, allowing them to sleep near you can strengthen your relationship. If not, give them a cozy space of their own and offer comfort in other ways to build trust. Number 3, when you made eye contact and smiled after they did something right. There are few moments more rewarding for your dog than receiving positive reinforcement from you. Dogs respond incredibly well to eye contact and affectionate gestures. If you've ever made eye contact with your dog and smiled after they did something right, whether it was following a command, behaving in a situation, or simply being well behaved, the impact of that moment lingers long in their mind. Eye contact and a smile create an emotional connection that is far more powerful than any treat or toy could ever be. When humans and dogs make eye contact, both release oxytocin, the hormone responsible for feelings of affection and bonding. When you smile at your dog and acknowledge their good behavior, they experience a deep emotional bond that strengthens their trust in you. This form of positive reinforcement is not only appreciated, but also remembered. Dogs have a keen memory for emotional experiences, and they will remember the times you reinforce their good behavior with love and affection. It's these moments that help them learn and grow, trusting that they can rely on your approval. Next time your dog does something right, try giving them a smile and making eye contact. Not only will it reinforce good behavior, but it will create a stronger emotional bond between you two. Number 4, the time you left them at the vet or groomer too long, without saying goodbye. Leaving your dog at the vet or groomer can be a stressful experience for both of you. But one of the most impactful things you can do during these times is to say goodbye properly. If you drop your dog off without offering reassurance, your dog may remember this moment as one of emotional abandonment. Dogs are highly attuned to human emotions, and they often experience separation anxiety when they are left in unfamiliar environments. If you simply drop them off and walk away without saying goodbye, it can make them feel like they've been abandoned. That moment of sudden separation, especially when they are already anxious, can leave a lasting emotional mark. Research on canine behavior shows that dogs who are not properly reassured before being left at places like the vet or groomer are more likely to experience heightened stress and anxiety during future visits. It's the emotional trauma of being left behind without a proper farewell that they carry with them. To prevent this emotional impact, always say goodbye in a calm, reassuring manner before leaving your dog. Number 5, that moment when you protected them in front of another dog or person. Dogs are highly social animals and have an innate sense of hierarchy within their social groups. When you step in to protect your dog in a situation involving another dog or a person, your dog remembers that moment as one of immense emotional significance. It shows them that you are there to protect them, no matter what. Whether it's stepping in to prevent a fight with another dog or intervening in a tense situation with a person, your dog perceives this act as a deep sign of protection and loyalty. Dogs view their pack members as their family, and when you defend them, you reinforce your role as their leader, someone they can rely on. Research has shown that dogs bond more deeply with owners who demonstrate protective behaviors. They feel safer and more secure when they know that their human is there to guard them, especially in moments of vulnerability. Number 6, that one time you sat beside them in silence when they were sick or scared. Sometimes you don't need to say anything to show your dog how much you care. The simple act of sitting quietly beside them, especially when they're sick or scared, can have a profound emotional impact. You don't need to touch them or even speak, just your presence is enough to offer reassurance. When your dog is feeling unwell or anxious, they may not want interaction or affection in the typical sense, but being there with them, offering your calm presence, shows that you understand their vulnerability. You're not just physically present, you're emotionally attuned to their needs. This act of silent support becomes a significant emotional memory they will carry with them. Number 7, the day you took them to a new place filled with smells and freedom. A special trip to a new place, like a beach, forest, or field, is a memory your dog will treasure. Dogs experience the world through their senses, and taking them to a new environment full of fresh smells and freedom is a multi-sensory experience that creates powerful memories. Research has shown that dogs associate positive experiences with particular environments, and if that environment is tied to exploration and freedom, it becomes a cherished memory. These are the moments when they feel truly alive and free, and they'll carry the joy of those experiences in their hearts. I recently took my dog on a trip to the beach. At the time, she was battling a serious case of enteritis. He couldn't keep any food down, and his body was growing thinner and weaker by the day. I could see her ribs showing, and she had lost a lot of weight. Watching him struggle with no appetite and no strength was truly heartbreaking. But then, we went on this trip. We spent a week there, letting her soak in the sun, stroll slowly along the shoreline, and breathe in the salty ocean air. It was like magic. After just a couple of days, I started seeing a change. She began to perk up, and she even ate a little without throwing up. By the end of the trip, he was running, playing, and full of life again. That trip wasn't just about fun. It was a turning point in her recovery. Seeing him recover like that reminded me just how healing a change of environment can be for both body and soul. If this video helped you understand your dog's emotional world, don't forget to hit the like button and share it with fellow dog lovers. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.